you girls ready for Thanksgiving?
The aunt that always asks you when you're gonna get married.
It feels really bad when you have to go somewhere.
They're maybe toxic, even though they're blood, you know, it can be that. Like, how do you handle that situation?
I would choose to just not go.
We're a group of friends united by a common purpose to create happy, stable, valuable women around the world. Because if it happened to us, it probably happened to you too. Hello, welcome to the Real Women Show. My name is Lucia Spray. Today I have my friends Aileen, Azari, and Stephanie. We want to chat with you guys and here with my girlfriends how to prepare yourself for the holidays. We have Thanksgiving coming up, we have Christmas, New Year's, but I feel like Thanksgiving is one of those holidays that a lot of people travel to go see their families. You might see some people that you haven't seen in a long time, maybe on purpose or just because you live far. So we want to give you some tips on how we navigate seeing family members that maybe we don't get along with. And sometimes it doesn't even feel like family, sometimes. So yeah, are you girls ready for Thanksgiving?
Yes.
When I moved to America, I was 14, and I call him my second dad. I never called him stepdad. He's the one that brought us to this country, and he was living here for many, many years. He was also Peruvian, like I was, like my family. But he did adapt quickly to the culture. And he, you know, it's like, this is Thanksgiving, this is what we do. And they do like the turkey and all these things, which is what we do in Peru for Christmas. So I just thought, it's like Christmas. Like, you know, I thought it's just like Christmas, and it's a day that you're thankful and that you get together with all the family. And in America, it's the thing that you actually have to go see family. This is where I think, Lisa, you can correct me, my mother-in-law, but I think Thanksgiving is like, you guys are coming, right? Like, we're going to see you, right?
It's expected.
It's expected. Yeah, it's like, it's a very important holiday. And, you know, I see more of like my husband's family for those holidays. And then I think for Christmas, my mom is like, Christmas is with me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Once you get into those holidays and you see some family members that they're maybe toxic, even though they're blood, you know, it can be that. Like, how do you handle that situation? Like, how do you girls handle it?
Some people don't choose not to go.
Yeah.
Yes.
And spend the holidays by themselves.
I remember when I was in Venezuela, I'm not that close to my dad's family, and that's a huge family. Like, he has 8 brothers and sisters, 8 siblings. They all have 8 kids, so it's like so many people. And I wasn't close with them. I didn't feel comfortable going and celebrating because I didn't feel like family. To me, my family has always been like my small circle: mom, dad, grandma, sister, brother. That's it. So I would choose to not go. I would choose to just not go. And my dad would get mad at me, of course. And I would go and be like with my friends, closest friends, or do something at my house alone. Because I just didn't go because I don't like it.
I think, like, for me, like, they didn't really like my mom very much, and I was like, team mom. So, like, I would just go, like, beautifully dressed, and I was like, yes, I am my mother's daughter.
There's always drama. There's always drama during the holidays.
There's always something. I don't know.
I don't know. People get together and they think they know you. They think they're family.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they are. But I think when we look at it now, it's like maybe not going is, and it depends. Like, if it's really, really toxic and it's a family that really you cannot be around, like maybe they're doing bad things, whatever is bad to you, you know, I don't know. Then it's probably best to not go. But if it's not that bad, you know what I mean? If it's not something that's going to put your life in danger, let's say that, you know, I think having those moments and going and just saying hello, good night, have a meal with them, you can have the ability to just be there, you know, and confront the situation, because it does create every year like a friction. Right? And then, oh, she doesn't want to come. Or she never wants to, you know, she doesn't want to be a part of the family. And then everybody teams up against you, and it just feels that way. Yeah, you're like...
There's a reason why. But yeah, of course I was a kid, so I wasn't that mature.
Most importantly is like when you go to that location where you know you're going to get some sort of overstimulation and you know you're going to get some friction, is how can you prepare yourself not to be the effect of it and be able to have a conversation but do not feel personally attacked by whatever is going on, because we all have family members that have different ideals than you do and may contradict your own ideals. So how do you maintain a conversation? It's just knowing that you are stronger, that you are this person, and you're no longer the effect. So whatever comment, just like, goes through.
Yeah. You also know these family members. Like, it's not going to be all 100 of them. Yeah. It's almost always 2 or 3, right? And it's always the same questions. Like, I know during this time, there's a lot of things on Instagram, like the aunt that always asks you when you're going to get married. If you know she's going to ask you because you still haven't found a partner, just prepare for it.
Yeah,
Have your answer ready. Have your answer ready. Kind of just rehearse it in the mirror, and kind of stick to that cousin or that aunt or that uncle that you get along with, and be able to be there, during that time and share something, because you never know, things may change, things may improve, and then you realize that you can handle it better than avoiding it completely, and then along the line you break an entire family line and communication with them. And do you really want to do that?
And I just realized something, actually, talking about this, is that we have the power to create our own Thanksgiving.
Wow, yes.
And I think, you have kids already. So for me, like, when Christmas comes, I always see the moms, like, doing things with the shelf and the elf in the shelf or things like that. And I'm just like, I can't wait.
I don't understand it yet. Like, I don't know what it is.
I didn't either until, like, there was more and more years, and being married to Steve, also I've learned a lot of American tradition, and I think it's so cute. Like, a lot that didn't exist in Peru. It was like you open your gifts, and it was like baby Jesus was born, but there wasn't that, like, magic of Christmas in my country. So we can all create and start creating our own Thanksgiving, our own Christmas, our own tradition. And I believe that the women and men who watch the Real Women show are those people in their families that have kind of like that, there's more. Maybe the way that I was brought up was not the best, but I'm not going to blame it on my family. I'm not going to blame it on Thanksgivings and the Christmas that were probably not amazing memories. You can create a better scenario and a better future and traditions for you and your family. And I think that's going to come when we start having children, and people understand, like, you come to me rather than me going to you. Yeah. And I do want to create that. I do want to be the mom that has the friends come over,
for sure,
or the grandma, one day that has all my family come over, and where my family does not feel like, oh, I'm going to go to her house.
I do not want to be that.
And, that person's going to be there. Like, I don't want to feel that way.
What are we going to do when all of us are being the ones that are hosting?
We're going to have to choose a year.
Oh, yes.
1 year for Eileen.
And also just rent a house and everybody together.
I love that.
Yes.
I love that. We have the power to create now.
We have the power
and
to
we
create.
choose the people. We create our family.
Yeah, you do choose your family, and like that won't put you out of effect. Like you guys were saying, I have to go, because it feels really bad when you have to go somewhere and you don't want to be there. But if you're creating it with your spouse, you're creating it with your family, like, you have the power to start creating those traditions and make it a super awesome day. Because I love Thanksgiving. I didn't know what it was until I moved to this country, but it's a super special holiday to be thankful.
It's a beautiful concept.
There's a history of it, but it's the gratitude. It's getting together with family, sharing a meal, and it's supposed to be love and all those things. You can create that with your friends or with family members. So I had my win on this podcast.
Yay.
Let's create.
And if you're able to overcome it and actually be able to be around your family with no triggers, that will be a great win for everybody too.
Yeah, because family loves you in their own way. In their own way. And sometimes all they want is for you to listen to their twisted, what is it called? Advice. They have advice.
They want to be a part of it.
They want to be a part of it. Like, I saw that this, and that. I saw the blah, blah, blah. Why don't you do it this way? You should, but you should know that, like, it's just coming from a place that they want to help you. They want to be a part of it. Some people have a very interesting way of saying it. That doesn't look good on you. Maybe you should have. There are people like that.
Right.
Yeah, and what worked for me is just give a big acknowledgement. and change the topic.
Like
that.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. Thank you for sharing that. What did you do yesterday? Tell me all about it. And just move the attention from something that it doesn't trigger you. It doesn't make you feel uncomfortable. And it's not going to create like any beef between you and the family member. Like you do that, you're safe.
And what any person wants is to be heard, seen, and understood. So be the grown-up person, make them feel seen, understood, heard, and they will move on. That's all they want, an acknowledgement for them to be like, she heard me. She's gonna maybe do it, what I told her. Yes, they're gonna be so happy. They're gonna love you so much.
Yeah, they're probably, next time they see you, they're not gonna wanna impose their ideas on you because you're just gonna be like, oh wow, thanks. Like,
That's a great idea.
That's a great idea, thank you.
I'm gonna think about it.
Yeah, and then like you move on and they're like, oh my God. Like I've done it with many family members and then they have stopped. They've never brought up the subject anymore. They literally just wanted to be heard.
Some people just haven't got an acknowledgement in a long time and they really seek it. So when you give it to them, they're gonna be like, wow.
Especially when you have kids, now that I think about it. Before, everybody had an idea about how I should raise my kids, say this, don't let them eat that, blah, blah, blah. And, oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, of course. And those same people never did it again. Wow. And it was just, acknowledging and them knowing that I heard them. And then maybe I won't give my kid that, At the end of the day, it's one person's opinion and decision on what they're going to do. But if you feel like you're going to get that parenting advice or dating advice or dressing advice and whatnot, just understand that, again, they want to help.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, you make the decision. So you don't need to feel bothered or annoyed by other people trying to help because in some way you've done it to other people. Yeah. And you thought it was the best decision.
Nobody wants to be wrong.
Exactly.
And if you make them feel like they're wrong, they're going to feel attacked a little bit. So that's why I'm saying be the grown-up one.
Yeah, and when we say acknowledge, is actually you hear them. It's not like, oh yeah, thanks. Right. Because they're gonna know you're just kind of brushing it off. It's genuinely like whatever they say, even if it was the wackiest thing that they say, they're like, you should paint your hair blue, You literally, wow, that's so creative, That's so creative.
So creative, I like that. That's so creative.
That's so creative.
Let's write that one down.
Yeah, exactly. Let me take notes. But like actually be interested in their ideas, Some, right now politics, we're getting, November is going to be a very heated month for many people. So even though you're with family members, so what did you think about the new president?
Acknowledgement. That's what I do. Believe me.
You're like, yes,
I receive a lot of bait, like, but what do you think about that?
Yeah, it's like a bait.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I don't have an opinion on that.
I didn't see it,
Oh, really? I haven't seen that. Let me look into it.
Yeah. Oh, let me show you. So anyway, you just have to
show you.
Gotta go to the bathroom.
But, acknowledge. Yeah. Acknowledge, hear them out, and truly hear them out because they will know. So we don't want to cause that, like, whatever, you're whatever. It's just like, thank you. And I think that is the best advice for any holiday when you go see family members or friends or anyone. But you have the ability to create your own environment, your own safe environment where all your friends are going to feel good, all your family members are going to feel good, your children are going to be around people that you're going to want them to be around. I think the people that watch the Real Women Show are the healed family members that are like, what do we do? What do we do with my family? Yes. But we love the family anyway.
Enjoy your holidays, guys.
Yes, happy holidays. See you on the next one. Thanks for watching the Real Women Show, guys. Bye.